On this episode, the time is now. Hey everybody, this is The Quarter Show, and today I'm going to be going over the time is now. As you can see, I'm missing my co-host here. I'm missing Ben. He's actually out for the week. He's going to be doing some things, so it's just me. You got just me on the show here, and but I want to be talking about. I've been talking to the team last week, and recently this has been coming up a lot. The time is now, and I've been talking about this market correction, you know, and I'm one of the last people to be doom and gloom in any capacity, and that's not what this show's about. I don't want to be doom and gloom in any capacity. But the truth is, we started Richter in the middle of a tornado. You know, it was the market was crazy. It was 2008. March 2008 was when we started. January, February 2008 was kind of after the real estate whole collapse thing, and really pretty terrible time to start a company, frankly. But we started right in the middle. Terrible, maybe a great time to start a company, I don't know. But we started in a very rocky time. It was a very difficult time, and we had no capital. We completely bootstrapped the company. And it got very tight through 2008 and 2009. It was incredibly difficult. It was incredibly challenging dealing with different companies and selling in that environment. And you know, it built up a very Spartan culture here. And our attitude was like, look, when the market changes, we're gonna kill it. You know, because the way we worked, you know, at the time we were working, you know, 14, 15, 16 hours days or whatever, and, you know, just sort of completely crushing it. But that built a bit of a work ethic and a style of work that I think is highly applicable in any market. And it was always a scrappy attitude and a scrappy way about us. And I think that, you know, and obviously I don't have a crystal ball, but I think the market's going to change a little bit here in about 8 to 12 months. I think we're going to see a correction, and maybe a little longer than that, but I think we're going to see a correction. I keep telling the team about it because there's some indicators out there, there's a couple of signs out there that are slightly concerning. And you know, in business, if you're prepared for it, you can weather any storm. It's not something you have to panic about. It's not something you have to run around, you know, like the sky is falling. The sky's not falling. The sky's never going to fall. There are going to be undulations. There's going to be ups and downs in business. There's going to be contractions and expansions and different things like that. That's the nature of the beast. But the people who are not prepared for it are going to get slaughtered. Right? The people who are not prepared for it and they don't do any change of operating basis, they're going to get slaughtered. And, you know, you have to get your team training now, reading now, getting your work ethic in now, putting in the extra hours now, building the pipe now, doing everything to really double or triple down on every single action, every single thing that you can do, and really lean into it right now. Because if you wait until the market changes, I saw it in 2008, 2009. We actually were in the business. We got our agency rolling, and there's some older agencies that have been around doing different things, and they got slaughtered. And I remember them complaining to us about business and all the different things. And we were just, you know, invigorated and new and fresh and just cutting edge and going after things. We just scooped up business, you know, acquired customers like crazy, where I saw other agencies and other companies close their doors. And in order to fight that, you know, when the market does change, and I'm sure it will change, it's going to get harder. It's going to get harder to sell. It's going to get harder to get new customers. And you're going to have to tighten up your product. You're going to have to tighten up your pitch. You're going to have to tighten up the value that you bring to the table, right? And all these different things. And you're going to have to double, triple your efforts in sales. More phone calls, more emails, more everything. And I believe right now is the time to triple down on every single thing. Your assets that you're sending out, you're proofing up your sales team, getting the sales enablement assets that they need, getting them training, reading books, putting in more hours in, all the different things that are going to tighten up your marketing and sales efforts in a bigger way. Funny enough, a lot of people, when the market contracts, a lot of people do the wrong move. They cut back on sales, they cut back on marketing and things in this area, which is nuts. It's crazy. You right now, you want to be hammering those things. So you have an abundance of companies, abundance of people to talk to, and really double, triple down on everything. You know, and really look at it as like, look, get your battle armor ready, because we're going to war. and that's how I look at it. It's like get everybody battle gear going, because we're going to war, and everybody has to have your ammunition, have your gear, have your training, have competent people. That's what it's going to take to really win. And if you don't have it, you just get beat up, and next thing you know, you're the person saying, oh, it's slow, oh, it really hurt, oh, our numbers are down. Your numbers don't have to be down. Your numbers don't have to be down. Your numbers, in fact, could be up. Even in a bad market, you could go and scoop up, and keep in mind, the other person who's not prepared, they're going to lose market, and it's yours to grab. You can grab those different clients, you can grab the different ones where it's going to free up, and really only the strong survive in that kind of market. And I know that sounds a little harsh and different things like that, but it's the truth. And honestly, most people allow their sort of reasonable attitude, like, oh, it's gonna be okay, or their procrastination to sort of delay and not plan and not sort of stash away the acorns for the long winter. And I think that's an unwise move. I think you need to absolutely make sure that you've done the work, you have the assets, you have the marketing support, have the sales support, have the training, have everything to sort of have everybody ready, including just the work ethic. Like the way people are working right now, they should be hitting everything, stepping everything up. So when that time comes, and I can almost guarantee you it will, when there's a little correction here, and let's say 8 to 12 months, little or large correction, you're ready for it. And the only people who are really affected, and the people that you hear about in the newspapers, and the companies you hear about, and the people with the layoffs and all the different things, frankly, they didn't see the indicators, they didn't see the trend, they didn't plan for it, they didn't do anything about it, and so now they're in trouble. And you can decide now to not be that way. And if you're the one that got planned and got prepared and got ready and put on the battle armor and did all the different things, you're just not going to be the effect of it. And that may mean building up your sales team, building up your sales pipe, building up going back to past customers, doing extra things to add value. What can you do to add value? What can you do to tighten up your products or services? What can you do to sort of bring more to the table? And what other opportunities are there? And when you look at your workday, where are you coasting? Where can you step up the action? Where can you double down on actions? Because if you wait until things are bad, you're like, oh geez, now we need to do this strategy, we need to do this sales strategy or marketing strategy or whatever. It's like, too little, too late. Will it help? Sure. But now you want to do things way before, right? So I would encourage you to really be looking at the trends, looking at the indicators, and look, maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I am. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe there's not going to be any contraction whatsoever. I certainly don't go around, worrying all my people about it or worrying about myself, but I do focus on making sure that we're completely ready, our mental attitude is ready, our work ethic is reflecting that of a more difficult time, a more efforty time, and we start doing things that are going to help, support sales, support marketing, make the company known, and grab market share, and firing in all cylinders. And there's a lot you can be doing, and so you kind of want to write down what actions are you doing right now, and how could you double or triple those actions or more to really increase across the board in the company and really be ready to sort of weather any storm and sort of be somewhat recession proof, and you want to build your company where it's essentially recession proof in some capacity. And that's really where you want to go, because otherwise you become the effect of it and you panic, and then you have to let people go, or next thing you know the numbers dip. You really have to be looking at this going, how do I go into any condition, any market condition, and not have the numbers dip, and have the numbers not only not dip, not only stay the same, but go up, right? Even go up. That's really the play. That's the way you need to be looking at it. You need to be thinking with that, because if you're doing the same thing right now and the market changes, you're going to get hit, and it's going to go down. So do the right thing, focus on going big, double, triple down on everything, lean in, and get ready now. And even if there isn't some market correction in 8 to 12 months, you're going to be in a better shape anyway, so you may as well do it. Okay? Hope you like that. We have more shows coming at you soon here. I'm going to be probably the lone person on the show most of the week. I probably have a guest on the show here and there, but we'll have more coming at you regardless. And make sure to subscribe to the show. Go to Twitter, follow us at the Quarter Show, hashtag the Quarter, and like I said, we'll have more coming at you soon. Okay, thanks.